So as we sit here and look at pretty much a straight line type run that would be going straight down the street, you can see that I have a lot of area to use, both left and right. I still have to make a decision here, and that is, where do I start my new turn in order to maintain a general steady speed? This hill that I'm going up right now is somewhat relative to a beginner hill, a bunny hill, something you might experience. It's about the same width as the previous scene. Let's see what happens with momentum and speed and turn shape. We can see here that the next hill we're going to use here has definitely a more intermediate type pitch to it. And let's see what happens with speed, turn shape, and the power of gravity working against me a little stronger at this point in time. So as you can tell here, pitch has increased quite a bit. Kind of intermediate like, and of course it wraps around to the left just like a trail on a mountain might be. We don't have snow, but we have all the same forces. So let's see what happens here. And you'll probably notice there are things I will have to do different than I did on the last kind of beginner pitch. Looking at this shot, you can see we're getting into a little bit more of a upper intermediate type terrain. You can see that it narrows out up at the top. When I start out, the road will be wider, and you will notice that I come into this enclosed area, which could happen on a mountain, on a cat track, on a trail, which will now change the rhythm, speed, and timing of your use of your board. So just pay attention to this one and watch how gravity gets control of me, and I have to do things a little bit different than I did on the other hills. So the best way to describe this is, with all the width that I have to my left and in front of me, I will be able to continually close these turns which will give me speed control, and closing is more like the letter C. And as I go into the narrow over here on my left, the turns will become more elongated and what we call open, and you will notice the increased speed and how gravity is taking over my decisions. This is what happens to the riders. When you go into a piece of terrain where things are changing, suddenly the terrain is telling you what skills are you going to use and what's your timing and how well is that going to work for you. So here we go. Not everything we do as a rider on the mountain on a winter type tool is entirely our choice. A lot has to do with the gravity line, what we're facing in front of us, the condition of the snow of the day, soft, hard, wet, fast, icy, etc. So I hope this all makes sense to everybody. I'll do some talk over on it once I get it into edit, and hope you guys enjoy this and it gives you something to think about. All of those turns that I did today coming down the street were a form of turn shape control and speed control through braking. Braking by going across the hill, then coming back to the fall line and coming across dramatically. As speed increased, velocity increased, which is speed again, I wasn't able to cross as effectively and was being pulled faster and faster downhill. Have a nice day. That's called snowboarding. We love it, and I hope this is helpful for you guys.